You're standing on London Bridge in the year 1500, and above your head, traitors' heads stare down from spikes. Let's spend a day in the city they tried to betray. It's just past dawn. Wooden wheels clatter over timber planks. The bridge beneath your feet isn't just a crossing. It's a street lined with shops and houses leaning so close over the water you can barely see the river below. At the southern gatehouse, those heads, bleached skulls and rotting flesh. This is London. 50,000 people crammed inside medieval walls. It smells like wood smoke, animal waste and river mud. Henry VI has been king for 15 years, bringing stability after decades of civil war. But stability here means knowing your place, following guild rules and getting indoors before curfew. Today, we're following the city from sunrise to nightfall. Bridge to market, to cathedral, to workshop, to tavern, to darkness. England in 1500 is medieval, Catholic, insular. The printing press arrived only 24 years ago. Most people will never travel more than 10 miles from where they were born. Three things shape every moment here. First, guild rules control who can work and where. Second, fire and disease are constant threats. Timber houses packed tight, open hearths everywhere. Third, the Thames is everything. Water supply, sewer, highway and border. Our route moves north from the bridge through Cheapside, past St Paul's Cathedral, into guild workshops, then back to riverside taverns. As evening falls, we'll glimpse how a wealthy merchant lives, then see what happens when darkness takes over. Stop 1. London Bridge, early morning. The bridge is so cluttered with buildings, you forget you're crossing water. Timber-framed houses rise 3 and 4 stories. Shops selling fabric and shoes occupy the ground level. In the middle, a chapel, and everywhere the sound of water rushing through narrow gaps between stone piers below. A fishwife from Billingsgate shouts prices, herring mostly, salted and smoked. A farmer's cart from Kent blocks the roadway, vegetables piled high. Transactions happen in silver pennies, but also credit and barter. Paper money doesn't exist yet. At the southern end, those heads on spikes. Traitors, or people the crown called traitors. It's a normal sight. Children walk past without looking up. A wherry, a small rowboat, bumps hard against the stone piers below. The boatman curses. The Thames is packed with these boats because there's no other bridge for miles. The crowd thickens as we push north toward Cheapside. Stop 2. Cheapside Market, mid-morning. Cheapside is the spine of London's trade, a wide street lined with timber-framed shops and market stalls. Guild signs hang overhead, not words, but symbols, a golden key for locksmiths. Most Londoners can't read. Bread sellers call out their goods. Goldsmiths have shops here, the richest street in the city. A labourer makes 4 pence a day. A chicken costs 3. Forestalling, buying goods before they reach market to resell higher, is illegal. Get caught and you'll spend a day in the pillory with your head locked in wooden stocks while people throw garbage at you. A baker's apprentice, maybe 12, stumbles under the weight of a wooden tray stacked with loaves. He trips. The bread hits the mud. His master cuffs him hard across the ear. Nobody helps. The bells of St Paul's ring across the rooftops. The cathedral is close. Stop 3. St Paul's Churchyard, nearing midday. Old St Paul's looms over everything. Stone walls, Gothic arches, and a spire over 500 feet tall. The churchyard is chaos. Bookstalls, scribes writing letters for the illiterate, lawyers touting for clients. Inside, the nave is a public thoroughfare. Servants gather hoping to be hired. Merchants make deals. It's sacred space, but also London's indoor street. Boys are playing dice on the cathedral steps. A priest shouts at them. They scatter, laughing. Noon. Church bells all over the city join St. Paul's. 12 different churches, 12 different bells. It's how Londoners tell time. No public clocks, just bells. The Guildhalls are opening for afternoon business. Stop 4. Guildhall and workshops. Afternoon. The Guildhall is where London makes decisions that affect every tradesman. But the real work happens in side streets, tight lanes lined with workshops. A blacksmith's forge glows orange. The hammer rings steady. Sparks scatter onto straw. An apprentice rushes over and stamps them out. Fire is everyone's nightmare. Timber buildings, open flames, thatched roofs. Apprentices are everywhere. Boys as young as 10, bound to masters for 7 years. They live in the workshop, sleep in the attic. You can't become a guild member without serving your time. And without guild membership, you can't legally work. A tanner's shop reeks of urine and lime. A weaver's workshop clacks with looms. Every trade has its own guild, its own rules. Prices are fixed. Quality is inspected. Outsiders are driven out. The smell of roasting meat drifts from the Thames. Workers are breaking for their main meal. If you're enjoying this reconstruction, consider subscribing. It helps me keep building these time machines. Stop 5. Riverside Taverns. Late afternoon, timber ale houses lean over the mudflats. At low tide, the smell is brutal. Sewage, dead fish, rotting wood. The steel yard, where German merchants live and work, dominates the waterfront. Inside a tavern, workers drink ale, safer than water. A woman serves it from wooden pitchers. Most ale in London is brewed by women. Food is pottage, thick vegetable stew, and dark rye bread, eaten from wooden bowls. No forks. Those won't be common for another century. 2 dock workers argue over dice. The tavern keeper steps between them before fists fly. Curfew is coming. When the bells ring, taverns close and city gates shut. After dark, you need a good reason to be on the streets. The sun is lower. The wealthy are heading indoors. Let's follow one merchant home. Stop 6. Merchant's house. Evening. A stone townhouse near the river. 3 stories with glass in some windows. Most homes have only wooden shutters. Glass is expensive. Inside, candles burn. The main hearth crackles. The merchant's family eats roasted fowl, white bread, and spiced wine. Luxuries most Londoners never taste. Servants eat separately. Dark bread and pottage. The merchant wears velvet. His wife has silk trim. Sumptuary laws are supposed to regulate this, but they're loosely enforced if you have money. He sits by candlelight with account books, parchment pages covered in Latin and numbers. He's marking debts owed, credits extended. Most of his wealth isn't coin, it's promises. Outside, a bell rings. The city gates are closing. Chains go up. London is sealed for the night. Stop 7. Streets after dark. Night. No street lighting. None. If you're out after dark, you carry a lantern or stumble, blind through mud. The overhanging upper stories create near-total darkness. Most Londoners are inside. Shutters closed. Doors barred. Fires are banked but never fully extinguished. Relighting without matches is difficult. Every house is one gust away from burning. A watchman walks past, calling the hour. 12 o'clock and all's well. But something crashes in an alley. Footsteps running. He raises his lantern, sees nothing. Crime is common after dark. The punishment is harsh. Branding, hanging. But that doesn't stop it. Chamber pots are emptied from windows into the street. No indoor plumbing. No sewers beyond open ditches. It all flows toward the Thames. The bells ring one last time. The city sleeps uneasily. How do we know this? Tudor court records, guild regulations in the Guildhall archives, merchant account books, and parish records. Archaeological digs have uncovered building foundations, ceramics, and waste pits that confirm written sources. AI visuals reconstruct scenes where no paintings exist. We cross-reference everything with archaeology and expert analysis. The goal is plausibility, what a day might have looked like based on the best evidence we have. Dawn will break over London Bridge again in hours. The wherries will return. The market stalls will reopen. The bells will ring. 50,000 people will wake and begin the same routines their grandparents followed. This city hasn't changed much in 2 centuries. But after 1500, the Reformation will shatter the religious world we saw today. Henry VIII will dissolve the monasteries. And in 1666, the Great Fire will erase medieval London entirely. But that's later. For now, the traitors' heads still watch from the bridge. The guilds still rule. The Thames still flows, filthy and vital through everything. Next time, London, 1666, the year the city burned. For now, the bells fall silent, and 50,000 souls rest under timber and thatch, unaware of the centuries coming for them.